kapo salima ayeke posa aye. Elima ayaka posa lima ayeke. Malia kapo salima ayaka. Ema kapo salima ayaka ayeke. Elima ayaka, there are airs that blow infirmities. Emaya kapo salima ayaka malia. The air that blow outbreak malima on a particular geographical area. Malia kapo salima, and when the air of death comes and blow and carry the wave of death on the surface of the earth upon a particular area on a particular time, Emma, and you see so many people will fall in dead. A lot of people will fall dead when the air and the waves of sickness blows on a particular direction on the surface of the air. You see that particular area begin to fall sick. Malia kapo salima ayaka. Emaka is just like an outbreak. Malia kapo salima is the wind of destruction that blows an outbreak on a particular direction and causes so many people to fall sick of a particular sickness. Malia kapo lima ayaka po salima. At that particular point in time, the airways of sickness and the waves of sickness are blowing. Any man on the surface of the air that the doors of their life is open, Maliaka, these waves of sickness will enter. The waves of death can enter. I begin to activate death and sickness in the life of my children. Maliaka po salima ayaka po se. For my children, those my children, that the doors of their life and windows of their life are shut. Malika po salima aya, they are standing different. They are standing tall. They are separated from these waves of death and waves of sicknesses. Malika po salima ayaka male. Mayeka po salima. What I do on the surface of the earth is to supply airs and waves of life and waves of health. Malika po salima. And when the waves and the moves of life and waves of life overpowers and subdue these waves of sickness and death, you will see at a particular point in time that they start fading away. The waves of sickness, they're fading away. The waves of death start fading away because the angel of life has supplied higher capacity of life, having capacity of waves of life, winds of life and health upon that geographical area. The power of the Almighty supplying the air, and the waves of life will subdue and clash with the waves of death and sicknesses. And you see, after a while, my children will battle with drugs, will battle with so many things to make sure they contain that particular outbreak, that particular death and sicknesses and infirmity. Maria Kapos Salima, but it's actually the Almighty, the King of Glory, that supplied an alternative air to subdue and to contradict and to destroy and to cancel whatever the enemy has supplied. Ema ayaka po salima. I am in charge of life on the surface of the earth. Elima, I am the angel that proceeds from the throne of grace. Elima ayaka, when I speak, God is speaking. Elima, I am representing the King of Glory on the surface of the earth. Maliaka po salima, ayeke po salima. My responsibility is to sustain the earth. My responsibility is to sustain life. The responsibility of angel of nation is to sustain life. Elima ayeke posa lima ayeke ma ayeke. Liposa lima ayema akaposa ayaman are facing so many dangers on the surface of the earth. Malia kaposa, man are vulnerable to dangers on the surface of the earth. Man are weak to dangers on the surface of the earth. Malia kapolima ayaka ma salima is this angel of life. Malia is here to support man, to sustain man on the surface of the earth. Mahaya sustaining man on the surface of the earth. He is the angel of nation that proceeds from the throne of grace. Malia that is in charge of life that you have. Emma, I am in charge of the breath that you are breathing. Elima, if I decide to withdraw the breath of life, Emma ayaka, no man on the surface of the earth can survive. Elima ayeke posa alima. Emma ayaka pose mali. So many men on the surface of the earth has attributed their wealth, attributed their life to demons and powers of their forefathers. Emma ayaka paying homage to powers of their forefathers, paying homage to powers in the water and the sea, on the land. Mayaka, those in the forest and the mountain, paying homage, Maliaka, to some entities of darkness, wickedness of the wicked in high places. Maniaka, thinking that the one that sustains their life. Elima Ayaya here to tell you, it's the angel of nation that sustains your life. No entity on the surface of the earth, no deity anywhere. Malia Posaka, no in the water, not in the sea, on the land, that can sustain life. Mayaka Posalima, Ayeke Posalima, Makalima, Ayeke Posalima. It's an error, Lima, there's so many men on the surface of the earth. Ima attributing their life and their wealth, Ima attributing their sources, Ima Ayato, other entities, Say ma ayaka po selima ayaka. Some pay homage to snake, some hold payment to cows, so some hold payment to trees, so hold payment to the sun and the moon and the star. Maya homage to them, Elima worshiping them, appreciating them, thinking they are the one that hold the life. Ema ayaka post by the King of Glory. The ancient of days is the charge of the air. Ema that moves on the surface of the air. Malia kapos selima ayaka malima aya. His intention of the wicked one, his intention of the devil, to wipe out men on the surface of the earth. When he releases this outbreak of death on the particular area, Maliaka, you see so many people dying at that particular point in time. But the angel of life will supply life. I will supply life by releasing air, the releasing waves of life. Maliaka pos semaya kama alima aya. Ema kapos salima aya. I will release air, I will release breeze, I will release live Malia Kapos Salima, Mayi Kapos Salima to the airwaves. And when my children go out and breathe, and when you breathe, you bring that life. Malia Kapos Salima, and the waves of death go. They will fade away over time, and fade away over time, and fade away over time. Emma, I am the King of Glory. I change it now. Man, what I do is what I say, and what I say is what I do. Aim, I have the ability, I have the power, ability to keep life on the surface of the earth. For that is what I am made to do. What is what I have assigned to do, and I am doing it. I am on my assignment on the surface of the earth. Emma, Ayat, Alima, Toss the living God. Elima, Ayaka.